Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is a very busy day for Call of Duty news. Honestly, a very busy week for Call of Duty in general, with Season 1, Warzone 2, and DMZ all dropping later on this week. And today, earlier on, we got a brand new blog post that details a ton of gameplay details for Warzone 2 and also DMZ. Now, admittedly, most of what this blog is recap. It's information that we've already learned via other blogs earlier on in the past couple of weeks or through watching gameplay of DMZ and Warzone 2. That said, this blog does contain some official confirmations that are much needed based on a lot of questions the community has, and also some fantastic news for gameplay updates and future updates coming to Warzone 2 and DMZ. So first things first, get ready to drop in. We saw this trailer in today's first video. So if you guys haven't caught that first video, it'll be linked at the end of this video on screen, also down in the description below. This is the first bit of great news for updates in MW2 and Warzone 2. Direct developer comms, Trello board coming online. To support Warzone 2, Raven Software is set to launch a Trello board which will track and provide updates on live issues players may have or may encounter while playing the game. So there is going to be a new Warzone 2 Trello board in addition to the MW2 Trello board that we've already been talking about over the past couple of weeks. It'll also include patch notes, playlist updates, and XP event information. You can visit that Trello board there, and the link is not currently live. It's not a public Trello board yet. In addition, bookmark the following page and expect Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 patch notes to be available here. And that again just links to the Call of Duty page. And over the coming weeks, as we start to see new updates roll out, we're going to be covering all the new Trello board updates, all the new in-game changes, everything like that. So if you guys are new to the channel, around 57% of viewers watching are not subscribed. We are less than 20,000 subs away from 900,000. It would be insane if we could hit that before the end of the month. So if you guys want to guarantee you're up to date with the latest news and updates, but also with the best class setups, best loadouts, best tips to help you improve at the game, this is your one-stop shop for all of that. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, join us on the road to 900,000 subs. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, a like rating does seriously help grow the channel. Let's try and aim for 3,000 likes on this one. Y'all have been insane with the support, so I do seriously appreciate all the love on the videos recently, but we'll be covering all this stuff as it happens. The great news out of this, though, is that Raven Software is in charge of these updates, updating the community on the issues and patch notes and stuff like that, which in theory should be great news because Raven's communication is pretty top tier in terms of COD communication. Their patch notes are the most detailed, the most transparent, the most consistent out of all the studios. Funny enough, in place of this video today, we weren't sure if this blog was going to be live up until a few hours ago, right? I was going to make a video talking about how I was very concerned for the Warzone 2 and MW2 patch notes because Infinity Ward's patch notes so far have been very ambiguous, very vague, if you will, where there's just not much information there. They don't go into super in-depth details on what exactly they're changing when they say map exploits have been fixed. There's some bug fixes that have been addressed. They don't go into details there. The weapon tuning notes haven't really been made available so far. Raven, on the other hand, super in-depth, super detailed. Their patch notes are phenomenal. So the fact that they're leading the communication here is just the best news. So that's the first big part of this update. The second one is going to actually give us more specific details on a loadout. So there's been a lot of questions about this so far. They say at the start of all battle royale matches, when operators drop from a cargo plane over Al Mazrah, you can expect to have the X12 handgun and 2 armor plates. So that'll be your starting gear. The X12, very solid, so that'll be nice and fun to use. Everything else must be collected. Returning from the original Warzone, a loadout in battle royale contains your primary and your secondary, a lethal and a tactical, and your perk package, which you create obviously before going into the game. So the loadout drops themselves are going to be just like back in Warzone 1. There's been a lot of confusion. Well, if I do this loadout, am I going to get just my primary weapon? If I buy a weapon out of the buy station, what am I getting there? So the loadout drops have everything: your primary, your secondary, all your perks, all your equipment. Loadouts arrive in loadout drops, which can descend at any time between the 2nd and 6th circle collapses, so it's not going to be always set like it was in Warzone 1. Loadouts can also be earned earlier in the match by clearing out a stronghold once those are available. If a loadout is lost, or if you want to have elements from multiple loadouts on your operator, you can earn additional ones by doing the stronghold or picking up that free drop. So the way to get all your perks, your primary and your secondary, if you're overkilling and everything like that, is through the stronghold method of getting your full loadout there, or by waiting for the free loadout drop event. That said, you can also get your custom guns just by themselves, just your basic custom primary, through the buy station. That contains the only custom primary weapon from your loadout. This allows you to spend that earned cash on a weapon that fits your personal meta, but those other loadout items are only earned through the loadout drops. So no perks, no equipment available at the buy stations, but your primary gun you can buy through there if you have the cash for that. So hopefully that clears that up. Also, the backpack in Warzone 2 is streamlined just for Warzone 2. So in terms of item gathering, there is no menu navigating outside of these containers. So with duffel bags, cash registers, weapon lockers, and medicine cabinets, by default, cash, armor, and any items that you already have in your loadout or backpack like ammo are automatically picked up. So the whole looting system, yes, there is that sort of backpack inventory for certain areas, but when it comes to quick looting, anytime you open anything, if you need SMG ammo and you're using an SMG, that ammo will automatically be picked up. Those armor plates will automatically be picked up. The cash automatically picked up, so it's streamlined to be a lot faster. Interrogations, we already know about these. You can interrogate a down player. It'll give you that extra intel on where their teammates are going to be. We know about the circle collapse already. We know about the new gulag rules with the jailer and everything. We've already gone through all of that as well. They do go into the DMZ factions in this blog. There's Legion, there's White Lotus, and there's Black Moose. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. You guys can make me look like an idiot in the comments below if you so please. But yeah, those are the 3 factions. You can level those up and get your insured weapons via that. There are going to be contracts within DMZ. We've already sort of seen that in the gameplay that we've talked about before already and broken down before. Same deal with the world events here as well. Fighting other operators and assimilation. While DMZ mainly focuses on eliminating AI combatants, you can also encounter other real players. You're free to engage those as you see fit. In squad-based DMZ matches such as trios at launch, there's also the option to assimilate with other squads instead of fighting them. Though you might not want to, through prox chat and a calm head, you can try and foster a temporary alliance, so you can team up in DMZ and it's not like against the rules or anything. This is another interesting part of DMZ gameplay. If you find weapon blueprints in the world, they have a unique property. They are not permanently lost upon death. Instead, dying in DMZ with a weapon blueprint on your person makes that blueprint inaccessible for a period of time, usually a few hours. So important to note there. Also, as we've talked about already, in DMZ, extracting with any contraband weapon unlocks it across all modes, so multiplayer and Warzone. That includes the M13B assault rifle, a new free functional weapon earned by defeating Redacted. So you got to go in and do a special mission to get the M13B. Again, as we'll talk about later this week with the weapons update, I do believe there will be challenges for multiplayer and Warzone specifically for the M13B in case you don't want to play DMZ. And then the final main update out of this blog that I think is really, really good is the new features coming with the in-match ping system and looking for party. So keep in mind, DMZ specifically is not just solos, whereas Warzone you can play solos matches just one-on-ones. DMZ is a trios based mode to begin with, so you can have solos, but you're going to be queued into either 1v3 or you're going to have to squad fill. And you can actually set your preferences for find a party in game. So you can choose your in-game communication style with voice chat, text chat, or pinging, your main language, and you can select up to 3 languages, and your play style as well. So that's going to be something featured in a battle royale and multiplayer as well alongside DMZ. And that's going to be a super, super useful thing for those of you who are solo players, but you oftentimes have to squad fill for your gameplay. Absolute W in terms of a gameplay update there. Also, the in-match ping system is going to finally be working here in Season 1. In Battle Royale and DMZ, you can hold that ping command to communicate 8 options via custom visuals and voice lines between general pinging, attacking, watching, looting, regrouping, all sorts of different ping options. So there's no reason to not be communicating in game. Even if you don't have a mic, or if you do have a mic and it's the PlayStation controller mic that is 2,000 decibels and is going to blow out everybody's ears, please just use the ping system instead. I am begging you. But that is pretty much the main information that this blog details that is new to us or more detailed than what we've had before. That is going to wrap things up for this one. If you guys enjoyed, let me know by dropping a like on the video itself. And as I mentioned earlier, if you guys are new to the channel, we are on the road to 900,000 subs. So if you want to join us on that and you want to guarantee you're always up to date with Call of Duty intel, this is the place to be. Feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy. Have an awesome rest of your day. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.